Now, the pop reel is, I've just seen the movie Avatar and it changed my life. Most snobby people I know in the arts don't want to go and see Avatar. They're not interested in pop culture. My last film before Miscreants was Rampage, and that was about rap. And I'm 60 years old, I love rap, love mixing it with Fat Joe and Swizz Beatz and rappers in the brown sub, and understanding that. The new movie I'm making is called Comic Wars, and I'm looking at the games soldiers are playing, the comics they're reading, the graphic novels, the video games, and that's kind of the world we live in. So my whole life changed as an artist after 9/11. I was actually working with the Taliban prior to 9/11 in Afghanistan, went to America just after 9/11. And there are all these people my age and older, they decided to go down to Washington and they're going to stop this war in Iraq like they stopped the Vietnam War. But they even played Forrest Gump movies, the Forrest Gump movie in the bus called Answer. They were there with their 30-year-old children. And when they got there, George Bush was actually in Mexico. That's how big a miscalculation it was. So they thought they were going to relive their youth. And it was funny, there weren't soldiers with guns, there weren't National Guard, there weren't mean police with dogs. There were mainly black and Latino police with push bikes, shorts, and it was all very quiet. So these sort of protest era people, these baby boomers, they all were in a state of rage on the bus on the way back. And the reason is, they said, where are the young people? Why aren't young people protesting anymore? But young people don't watch the news anymore, they watch MTV. They were doing things like MoveOn.com, making money to stop the war against the Bush through the internet. Life has changed. And so I decided that my next film, Soundtrack to War, about the war in Iraq, would be for the MTV-Generation. So I went, instead of flogging the BBC, or PBS, which baby boomers watch, I sold it to VH1, which is part of MTV. And I realised that these young people were the people who were going to have to suffer this war. It would be them that was going to the war. And my art, everything that I do is influenced, while I know who Cézanne is, I love Botticelli and the whole history of art, Cranach and Grunwald and all of these people. This art is art out of graphic novels, out of popular culture. It's a kind of politicised pop art. Andy Warhol did things like the electric chair and so on. There's a tradition within pop art and it reaches people. So the whole idea is to reach people. It amazes me that there are some artists who would make a film, put it in a gallery like this, and they tell the dealer that you can only sell 6 copies, and they sell those copies for like $100,000 each to some museum. Film is a popular medium. It's not meant to be shown in a gallery. And you can now go to most biennales. There's no painting. There's all little film, badly made films. It's like going to go to a biennale. It's like going to a bad film festival, a festival of bad films. And so if artists are going to work in film, they're going to have to embrace pop culture. They're going to have to make shit that's entertaining. And they're going to have to get on TV and things like the Berlin Film Festival rather than some biennale, and let the painters and the sculptors do. I don't get it. Most curators these days don't like painting and drawing. So they put sound sculptures, they put installations, they put performance art, they put film, anything but painting and drawing. They're allergic to that. So, and then here I am, I'm painting and drawing and so on. But I'm doing that because there's another huge audience that still loves art. But what I'm saying is, you're going to be an artist. Forget about making 6 DVDs of some crappy little thing and putting it on a gallery. Try and get something on TV, try and get it out to the world. So that's the pop reel. That's the reality of pop. Okay, so we're finished.